Okay, I have another whiskey here. This one, just as soon as I saw it, it spoke to me. Smoke&Oak. And then in smaller letters, Garryana Oak. Now, the only Garryana Oak whiskey I've ever had was maybe a sample, itchy nose, maybe a sample or two at different whiskey festivals from Westland. But this one here is from the Odd Society. I think they're in Vancouver. It says here, at Odd Society, we have embraced the potential of smoking malted barley based on traditional Scottish malting techniques. Our Smoke&Oak series uses malt that has been dried by burning native Pacific Northwest and other wood instead of peat during the final stages of the malting process. As the malt dries, it absorbs the distinct flavors of each wood, bringing a unique flavor profile to the malt and ultimately to your whiskey. We hope you enjoy these unique flavors of BC. Odd Society Spirits, Vancouver. Okay, so instead of peat, they used Garryana oak smoke while malting the barley. So it's not oak staves, it's not Garryana oak staves in the barrels, but it's Garryana oak wood that they're burning to create the smoke for the smoke in the malted whiskey. That should be interesting. Very interesting. It's 375 mils, so it's a Mickey. It's half a bottle. And that half a bottle set me back. It says $37.49. So I guess another $8 or so. $7. What's 1.5 times 4? 8. Yeah, okay, $8 more. So total of $45. This would have been like a $90 bottle if it was a whole one. But it didn't come in that size, or at least it didn't come in that size at the store where I was shopping. So I'm going to open this Odd Society Smoke&Oak Garryana. Oh, another one of these plastic corks. This little thing is bottled at how much? Oh, they make it so small. It's 46. Okay, that's decent. And release number 2, year 2024. Okay. Oh. Very interesting. Now, was this a single malt? Distilled in East Vancouver, Canadian single malt whiskey. Okay. And when they're malting it, they malt it over a fire using smoke from Garryana oak. Yeah, it has a bit of that smokiness. As well as that smokiness, it does have a Canadian single malt kind of character, resembling things from I would say mostly. Oh, don't you hate when that happens? I must be having a senior moment. 2 brewers. It resembles oak smoky 2 brewers, if such a thing was to exist. I'm not getting much except for the wood smoke. Lots of wood smoke. Quite pleasant. It's not like a barrel char, it's just like wood smoke. In there, there's a bit of a Band-Aid note, too. Interesting. And absolutely worth the 45 Canadian dollars or so I spent on it. And naturally, this was something different that I'd never tried before. I wonder where they got the firewood from, because Garryana oak is sort of a. The Garry oak is kind of a protected species in British Columbia. So maybe they had to use trees that were blown over by the wind or something like that, that were felled by the wind and uprooted, rather than taken down by chainsaw from being standing up. It's a very interesting nose on that. Very smoky. And the smoke covers up the notes I would get from the single malt. I wonder what it tastes like. Oh, very interesting. Very, very interesting. The wood smoke comes on in the same way that a peat smoke would come on. It coats the mouth all over. And underneath that, I'm getting a little bit of vanilla and a bit of fudge. Like a vanilla fudge, if there's a such thing. Or maple fudge. But the maple part is very subtle. Mostly I'm getting the smoke. The wood smoke and the maltiness. This is truly a different thing. Coats the mouth. It's a little bit spicy with vanilla and caramel and fudge. But the smoke dominates. Ooh. This is a very pleasant sipping whiskey. Once again, the Odd Society Smoke&Oak. Yeah, I'd recommend this if you can find it. I think it's only available in one shop in this area. It's one of my favorite whiskey stores, or favorite stores in which to get whiskey. No, that was the local store. That was the Cascadia uptown. And it's one of the few places I think that you can get this. I don't believe it's available in the BC liquor stores, and I don't believe it's available in most stores where you can buy alcohol. And the size, why is it's like a sample? It's like just to try it, but it's quite nice. I would have liked to have a whole bottle. Oh, now on the nose I'm getting a bit of fudge. The stuff that's underneath the smoke is opening up. Quite, yeah, fudge on the nose. Oh, this is beautiful. Shooting action and some large drops. And trails of droplets, large on the top and getting smaller and tinier as they go down. Big drops up here, tiny droplets down there. Oh. Yeah, the smoke turns to fudge. Nice. Very nice. Most enjoyable little dram. I will enjoy the hell out of this little bottle. Yeah. Cheers.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.